throwing confetti. Please do not tempt me, don't hold it against me. We about that action, don't ever forget it.
We find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Just a short time ago, sounds loud enough to reverberate across the Rockies. They're ready for football in Denver as the Broncos get set to do battle with the Las Vegas Raiders. From Denver. And boy, a rough start to this one as this kick goes out of bounds.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Back to throw now on first down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Well, there you go, Charles, the first completed pass of his young career.
And we expect it not to be his last. Very good to get the first one out of the way, though, as he begins his career.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Flushed out right. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Second and 10. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on third down. He'll drop to throw. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he will have the Broncos first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. A nice completion there for the first down. And, Charles, you think about the quarterbacks of recent vintage that have been thrust into action week one. It's no guarantee of future success, but we sure have seen some good ones.
We certainly have, partner. How about Joe Burrow with the Bengals in 2020? He was excellent. Kyler Murray with the Cardinals. The best part about his game, has his team right on the brink of the playoffs. And Deshaun Watson has won division titles after having started from day one.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
From the 13 now, they work on first and 10. They'll look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, second down. Another completion there, and you think about the draft back in the spring, he selected it. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Broncos are on the board here first in the season opener. Excellent start there. First drive of the season, big-time success, putting it in the end zone.
And remember, that was done without any real map of how to do it. In other words, the deeper you get into the season, you got game film to work off of, tendencies to work off of. The first drive of the season, things can be entirely different than what you've seen in the past. It's a really good job of execution by them.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Jacobs trying to run on first down, but he's going to be stopped and taken down behind the line of scrimmage.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Second down, Jacobs once more. Fights off the defender. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 41. On play action, they'll throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Back quite a ways here, facing 2nd and 19. Now a give to Jacobs running right. Now pickup of 7 there, but they'll still have 12 yards to go on 3rd down.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining. As we step aside here in this first quarter. On third down, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on third down. They did. Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count. They'll look to throw here on first down. That's caught by Waller out left side. Touchdown Raiders. Darren Waller, 29 yards. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. Those are the drives that prove a lot. You got a rookie quarterback, Charles. You're on the road, takes him down, throws the touchdown pass. And in a game like this, with, as you described, a rookie quarterback, the team usually says, okay, we got to take care of this guy. We got to protect him. But when he goes out and plays like this on the first drive on the road, he doesn't have to say, I'm here to be your leader. They just need to follow him. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Taken in at the 3. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. At their own 20-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And, Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road? I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Mullen. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. When the rookie QB gets his first touchdown pass, that's one you put in the trophy case. First career interception, that's going to be one he wants to forget. Yeah, and he's not going to go ask for the football, right? No. Yeah, you can keep that one. The key for him, what does he learn from it? When he watches the tape, does he have an answer right now where he already understands what mistake he made? That's what the coaches are going to want to know, and that's what they'll grill him on and see how he grows from it. On first down. It's Jacobs, and he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9. These two teams all tied after one. The previous run good for 9. Here's second and a yard. Here's a handoff to Jacobs running left. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Raiders on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Carlson on for the PAT. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Raiders 14, Broncos 7.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win.
And down he goes, brought down a Raider sack. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. Back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. They'll look to throw here. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he will have a Broncos 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. This will be caught. Judy. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A nice throw right there, and these fans getting their first look at their QB1 of the future. And I'd imagine it's got to be a big plus for him to get his first start here in front of that home crowd.
I know there's a school of thought about getting your first start away from home so you don't have the extra pressure of that crowd behind you. But I say ride the wave. Embrace it. Go ahead and play to that level, and I think it's going to benefit him in the long run.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he lost the football. And the Raiders pick it up. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S, ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. This is Hamler on the receiving end. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long. Flush to his right. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. Another completion there, and what a big moment in a young quarterback's life, that first NFL start. And Charles, obviously they want him to win games, but if they're looking at him under a microscope in this first month or so, what do you think they're hoping to see from him?
Well, for every question they'll have for him, they should have for themselves as a coaching staff, because it's not just how quickly can he learn the offense, it's what they can teach him, right? How can he build a relationship with his receivers? And, of course, how open is he to learning? And, of course, how open are they to giving him things that he can put in place on the field?
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Buying time to his left. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. It's their quarterback with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game. Now McManus to tack on the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And to no one's surprise here in Denver, that'll carry through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game. Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. And we remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll hand things off to the coach, Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have a look back at a very intriguing opening weekend in the NFL. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Well, we know he's an electric runner. Earlier this half, you were wondering how they were going to bottle him up at different levels. That was your suggestion. Some mixed results.
Yeah, certainly, because we have seen him bottled up at times. We've seen him play him very well. We've also seen him pop the cork a few times and get out of there, haven't we?
We have indeed. 2nd and 9 now. Man open, that's Henry Ruggs. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Jacobs from the gun. 43 yards on the ground for him so far. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive. And once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Well, they gave themselves options there on the third down play and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Here's 2nd and 10. On the handoff, this is Jacobs. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. They'll set up a throw. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. They'll run it with Jacobs. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs in the final seconds of the first half. And the Raiders have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Carlson now to add the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14.
Raiders 21, Broncos 14.
So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. Taken in at the 3. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
No reason to do anything foolish as they'll snap it one more time on 1st down. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Raiders out in front. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report.
It's a new season, so both of these coaching staffs likely making plenty of adjustments after their first half of football. So for the call of the second half here in Week 1, we go back to Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game. As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. A handoff, Jacobs running to the left. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 75 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 41. Here's a handoff to Jacobs. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Running it with Jacobs. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Now back to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Jacobs. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it'll be 4th down. They'll drop to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And the Broncos will take over on downs. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back?
And that's caught inside the 35. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. It's a big play there for the Broncos. Well, if you pull up his college highlight reel, you will see no shortage of great throws, and here's one in his NFL debut for big yardage.
And this is going to be a big test early in his career. How accurate can he be on throws like this? If he keeps doing that, he's going to be just fine.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
We're going to give out a little applause on that play. It has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the first row.
They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. The kick by McManus is good. And that'll bring him back within 4. Maybe a little fortunate there. That was leaking a little, maybe leaking a lot, but he got it.
Yeah, he actually was able to make it work. How about the body language, though, right? As he watched that ball leak to the right, trying to bring it back in, and had just enough to get it done.
And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a fourth down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it, make them do it again.
Second and 10, third quarter of the season opener. They'll set up to throw. Catch is made by Hunter Renfrow. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
They'll run on first down. Jacobs. And some room to maneuver. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 112 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the season opener.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. On first down, they go with Jacobs again. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7 reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Here's Jacobs. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. On second down, Jacobs. And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead. Carlson on for the PAT. And that one pushes the lead up to 11.
Makes the score Raiders 28, Broncos 17.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal, field goal, field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Back to throw here. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way down to the 27. A huge play there for Denver. So that a nice throw, but it hasn't really turned out to be the grand debut that many had hoped for. His team's down double digits. So what have you seen, CD?
About what I expected, really, because for a youngster making his first start in the NFL, I kind of expected to see these things. A few bumps along the way, maybe not the plays you expect to see or want to see. But remember, he's not going to the Hall of Fame off this first start. It's going to be an accumulation of games before we have a fully accurate reading.
That is taken in by the tight end Fant. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Bryce Love, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Broncos have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. So now a big play here as the Broncos will line up to go for 2. They'll look to throw. Flushed out right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst, and if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
Let's go, baby. Let's go. At their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. So 4th quarter, a nice run there to start this drive. Charles, what do you think the split will be here between run and pass?
Well, partner, I think it'll lean towards the run, but this is also not a time where you just totally do that. You still have to possess the ball, move the sticks, and keep the clock moving as well. So they'll run their offense, but yeah, when they have a chance to run it, they'll do that a little bit more.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Once again, it's Jacobs. Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 163 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
1st down, Raiders.
On first down, it's Jacobs. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They run it with Jacobs. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. He's got a man open. It's Hunter Renfrow. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Running is Jacobs. A first down and more for Jacobs. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs, 35 yards. And the Raiders are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Carlson now to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man. 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Broncos 23.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken in at the 3. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. Running to start the drive is Love. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. They'll hand it off. It's Love. And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
2nd and long. Eluding the pressure right. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
partner. Was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on second down.
The Broncos on third down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. And the Raiders have got him. He couldn't get away there on third down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12. The Broncos send out their punter now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. He'll send this away into the Rocky Mountain night, and it's a good one. Looking up into the lights, and he muffs it. It's picked up by the Broncos. And now hang on here. The door, can you hear it? It's a little open.
Or is that the squeaky hinges that I'm hearing right now? Yeah, the door.
Is that too high pitch?
No, not at all. The door is open a little bit. It's almost like when you told those horror stories on the camping trip, right? And now, look out.
Yeah.
We've got a little bit different look on the game at this point.
Big momentum swing here in the 4th on the punt fumble. A throw left side to start out. That's complete. 7 yards, the pickup there.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
That's going to be caught by Judy.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Back to throw now on first down. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. It's David Arnett picking it off. And the Raiders are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Good gain there on first down, and keeps him in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him. He ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. So they come up on second down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. Now a handoff here to his running back. And some room to work. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. A great play there. 89 yards. And the Raiders are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Turning into a really good performance on the road. Week 1, you're just hoping for that first win. It's tough to do it away from home, though, but they're looking strong.
It certainly is. Any road win in the NFL is a great road win. I mean, it just does not matter whether it's supposed to be tough or not. In this particular situation, how great will they feel leaving with a win on the road against a tough opponent?
A little work still to do, though. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taking it about the 1.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
And they'll indeed take a knee. So this one a victory for the Las